says it's time to rock and roll.
Okay, dudes, let's walk.
Get your special sock out, nerds. This gonna get good.
Welcome to another episode of Into the Comiverse. I got Trev with me tonight. Trev, how you doing?
Doing great. Glad to make it.
Glad to have you, man. Is this the first time, or have you been on before? I don't remember.
I think this is the first time.
That's
I can't
pretty
remember.
cool.
I might have jumped.
And I don't know why, but all of my comments have went away. Wow, that's weird.
You got it on private chat? Maybe.
No, it's just showing comments, and that's it. It says live viewer comments show up on StreamYard. This is an example. Click on a comment to show it on the screen. Wow, I guess it all just went to heck. Well, you know how things are. Things go a little crazy. DVH, how you doing, brother? I know you're not feeling good.
What's up?
Hope all is well. And that's it. I mean, we had a popping little chat, and now it's all gone. Funny how that happens.
Right.
So you've been having a pretty good Saturday?
Yes, sir. Went to the LCS. They had a sale, and then we have another little shop here in town. It's kind of like a Hastings. They just have like used every kind of like pop culture stuff. And they were having a half off sale on everything. So I spent 2.5 hours going through books.
Damn. I never realized how much I would miss Hastings until it was gone.
Yeah, right. It's just fun just to go there and look at the shit.
Yep. DVH says the meds are helping. I'm glad you're doing better, brother. I hope to see you back next week. Because he didn't do the Parliament Mails because he wasn't feeling well. And I'm going to try to at least read the comments off of my phone. So that way, if anybody comments.
Is the StreamYard link still pinned, everybody?
No, it's not. It's not even pinned either.
Huh.
It's just weird. I don't know what happened, but like I can go onto the YouTube on my phone, and it says it's got it on here. It says, yeah, actually, according to this, it's still pinned in the live chat, and it says because Mike stopped and said stopping by to show love and support, and also to say, Tony, I'm sorry for going live at the same time, but I couldn't avoid it. And that's cool. And Chris, the comic vet, said, "What up, fam?" Because I wanted to thank Chris for prize tagging me last week in the Only Slabs, and I've got that video dropping Monday with some cool stuff. And he said, "Yeah, still pinned for me." Yeah, for some reason, I'm just not seeing it. I'm just seeing all the new stuff that new comments that pop up now. But I'm gonna go ahead and get into some community news, and we'll just BS a little bit. First thing I always want to talk about is the the GoFundMe for Jennifer. Keep Jennifer reading. The link is in the description of this video if you'd like to go contribute to help Jennifer out with her medical bills. You know, she's fighting cancer, and you know, we'd like to, like it says, we want to keep Jen reading. We want to keep her around, and I wish her the best in her fight. She has a long battle, and I don't, like I said, I've been saying before, I don't know her personally, but anything I can do to help, you know, I might not be able to do much, but I'll try to do what I can when I can. And later on tonight, at I believe it's 9 Eastern, 8 Central, the winners of the CBC Awards for 2024 will be announced. And I've got one guy right here that's nominated. How many were you nominated for? 2 or 3? 4?
5.
5. There you go.
I don't expect to win. I'm in the category with those monster channels just because my shorts pump me up past 5K. So I'm up there with Robbie, and those people just have massive followings.
Well, I'm gonna give you full. I'm gonna be full honesty. I might not have voted for you all 5 times, but I did vote for you in some of them.
Well, thanks, appreciate you. Hopefully, there's enough people that voted against the big channels, but I doubt it.
And DVH is also nominated. Mike is Mike nominated as well?
With for one of mine, yeah.
And Izzy's nominated.
Hey, what's up, Izzy?
Good luck to everybody. I'm hoping. See, I got the Only Slabs package in. Did the unboxing video for it. I got to edit it, and then I've got a package coming in from Izzy as well. That's going to be awesome.
Yeah, I got one for him too. I can't wait on.
And the next thing I'm going to talk about, and Trev's going to be a part of it, so I'll just say it now. Next week, there will not be an episode of Into the Comiverse because I've got a lot of stuff going on. I will be on the Parliament of Mouths. I wanted to give myself a little time because I believe, unless the time has changed, I think it's 7 p.m. Central.
Yeah.
Me and Trev are going to join Mike and some other guys for a quest through Kryn. And we're going to do a read-along discussion of Dragons of Autumn Twilight. Finally, we get to talk about Dragonlance.
Hell yeah.
And
my favorite all-time reads.
You suggesting that he would...
I love it. I always keep saying that the Driss books are my favorite, but I mean, I put the Dragonlance Chronicles right up there with them. I mean, that's some epic storytelling. You know, Margaret Weiss and Tracy Hickman wrote a damn good set of books. I mean,
yeah, man, I started reading that when I was 14 years old, 13 or 14, and man, it just expanded my vocabulary. Just my English got so much better just because of the way they write.
I think the first time I read it was after I got married, but I'd heard of it, and I had plenty of opportunities to read it, but I was always just either reading Forgotten Realms or Ravenloft. And then I finally got that Dragonlance Chronicles, that first 3 books. And then it went from there, dude. I started reading the Dragons of Summer Flame, the Next Generation, the Test of the Twins, all that stuff.
The Last Chronicles, the Raceland Chronicles. There's a bunch. The Raceland Chronicles is the ones that they wrote last. I think the last one came out like 2012.
Yeah. See, I haven't read that one. I haven't read that one then, because I always thought Raceland was an interesting character. I mean, everything that he's, because you want to feel sorry for him, but at the same time, he did a lot of it to himself. I mean,
yep. Oh yeah, yeah. He fought for the meek, but he was pretty evil.
Oh yeah.
But in the end, it just comes down to the end. The way his story wraps up is just perfect. He redeems himself.
Yeah, I knew by reading summations that he ended up redeeming himself. And we got Fable. How you doing, brother?
Fable.
Yeah, I can't see it, guys. But if anybody wants to join, the link to join is at the top of the pinned comments. And yeah, man, I'm really looking to getting into the Dragonlance stuff next week.
I'm excited to get into some of the other stuff because we're going to go back and forth between all the different storylines. Like I've read some of the Drit stuff, and I haven't read any of the Dark Sun stuff. I haven't read one book of Forgotten Realms, maybe. Yeah.
I haven't read any of the Dark Sun stuff, and the only Forgotten Realms stuff I think I've read is the Driss stuff, except for there was a trilogy called Tangled Web that had to do with Lyriel Bonray, which I think the first book was called Daughter of the Drow, but it's been a while since I read that too. Yeah. The 3 books of Forgotten Realms that he was talking about, I talked to my buddy Howard, and he's the guy that got me into Driss, and I was like, you still got you got those first 3 books? I said, I might need to borrow them, and he laughed. And so I may borrow those so I can finally read them.
Nice.
And then I'm going to talk about the fact that I was late to the party. but I finally got to watch Deadpool and Wolverine. Oh
Hell
man,
yeah.
freaking! Oh, even how you doing, Sector? Even with all the spoilers, and I've seen a lot of stuff, I had a lot of stuff spoiled for me, but it didn't stop me from enjoying the movie. I sat back and watched it like I never even knew what was going to happen for some spots. So I mean, I still love seeing it, and I will go on record by saying that 10 years ago when they said they were going to get Channing Tatum to be Gambit, I was like, no, I don't see it happening. I don't see it happening. But after after I watched the movie, I went, okay, let him have his movie.
Yeah.
I mean, it's things like that that I don't mind being wrong.
Yeah, he did really well. Everybody did good in that movie.
DVX did you avoid any spoilers? No. But I knew that going in. I mean, I knew I didn't try to avoid spoilers. I knew that it would be a while before I got to watch it. And so I knew, that's just the way it is.
Mm-hmm.
So
The
what do you
perfect
think
action
of it?
comedy.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, just the way Hugh Jackman acted in the whole movie, I was like, wow, this is amazing.
Yeah, finally got the cowl, man. That scene. That's my favorite Deadpool movie just because of that scene.
Yeah, dude. That I was gonna say that part where he pulled the mask down. I was like, you wouldn't think that would be so epic, but when it just happens, all of us has been waiting for like 20 years. We're like, oh my god,
Right.
it was great, man. And I will admit that part in the movie where Laura says that part says, what was it? She said,
You were always the wrong guy till you weren't.
yeah, till you weren't. I was like, that got me. I was like, man. But yeah,
Oh,
and all
yeah.
the little nods and stuff, like they mentioned Daredevil and Punisher and Magneto.
Daredevil,
Yeah,
she just freaking her ex-husband, she just like brushes it off because it's like,
yeah, oh
okay,
yeah.
she's doing that like she's not acting there.
No, she's not acting at all. But one of the things I thought was unique was, of course, I guess I should have warned the chat spoilers, but I think I might be like one of the last people that watched it. So that whole thing with Johnny,
Oh yeah.
I was like, damn man, that's kind of cruel. And then when you watch the end credits, you're like, oh wow, holy crap, man. So I take it you enjoyed it as well.
Oh yeah. Yeah, really enjoyed it. I don't give too many movies in the nines, and that's in the nines for me.
Oh yeah. Now my wife wasn't too crazy about it. She watched it with me, and she said Walt Disney is doing somersaults in his grave, and I was like, how does he do somersaults? She told me shut up. That's
I
how she
went
shows me.
I went the third time. My third showing was with my nephew and my parents. And my nephew loved it. My parents said it's the most vulgar movie they've ever seen.
Yeah. Well, it's funny because I watched it last night, and then this morning after I set the show up, I started watching part one of Crisis on Max because I'm starting to watch those. Now that all three of them's on there, and I quit watching it to go do something. And when I come back, I went, you know what? I got a couple hours for the show. I think I'm gonna watch Deadpool and Wolverine again.
Hell yeah.
Hey Digger, how you doing?
What's up, Digger Jim?
But yeah, so I'm gonna take a minute and recommend. I know Halloween's over, and everybody's probably watched all their horror movies, but I don't know why I didn't mention this before. But there is a horror movie on the streaming apps that I really enjoy, and it's an indie movie called 13 Fanboy. Now, this movie was done by Deborah Voorhees, and for those that horror alumni that know, Deborah was she played Tina in Friday 13th Part 5. She was the one that got the hedge clipper kill. And this movie stars a boatload of Friday the 13th alumni. It has Dee Wallace, it has Deborah, it has Tiffany, it has Laura Part Lincoln from Part 7, Jennifer Bonko from Part 7. She played the young Tina. Had Kane Hodder, C.J. Graham, Corey Feldman, Jennifer Aronson from Part 3, just a whole plethora of Friday the 13th actors and actresses that was in the franchise. And it revolves around this guy that I guess he grew up and the only thing he had to watch was the Halloween movies and the Friday 13th movies. And he becomes a stalker and he's going after these people and stalking them and killing them. And it's a really good movie. I don't know what streaming apps it's on. I think I heard somebody say it may have been on Tubi. I'm not really sure, but I definitely recommend it. And if you watch it and you don't feel like, and if you feel like going through the credits, there's a part towards the end of the credits. It's a long, long list where it says something like, "Thanks to our Indiegogo supporters because they crowdfunded this movie." My name's in the credits of the movie.
Nice.
Because
Yeah.
I actually helped crowdfund the movie, and my name's so I actually have my names in the credits of the film. But I highly recommend the film, and I think you would enjoy it. And like I said, it's just great indie horror, and Deborah did a really good job. It came out a couple years ago, and you'd think I don't know what most people's thoughts are of indie horror. I think Terrifier has really changed that a lot. But yeah, it's a really good, well-made movie, and I highly recommend it. Okay, and DVH says, I know he's talking about Deadpool and Wolverine. I think I've seen it 5 times at this point, 3 times at the theater.
Hell yeah.
And he says, "Oh, I bought 13 Fanboy, Tony, but not watched it yet. DVH, I hope you enjoy it. I hope it meets all your satisfaction, because I really want to know, since you love slasher movies, what you think about it. I'm looking forward to that."
So he's just going after the actors and actresses, basically.
Yeah,
That's cool.
and I forgot why. And I don't really want to say why because that would kill the whole, spoilers.
Huh.
But yeah, like I said, it's pretty unique. I wish there was a way for me to play the trailer, but I don't have it loaded up. But you can find the trailer on YouTube. It's a really, like I said, it's a really nice movie. And Tony, what is your favorite Scream besides 1? Well, after going through and watching all 6 of them, I would have to say my favorite sequel is 4. Because that one, when I did a marathon of all 6 of them, with this being the first time that I watched 4, 5, and 6, and I loved 4. I loved them. I thought, my honest take, I didn't watch 4, 5, and 6 because I thought that it should have ended with 3, and that was the reason why I refused to watch 4, 5, and 6. But when I found out 6 was going to be in New York, I went, you know what? I'll give them a watch. And I really love 4. I like 5, maybe a little bit, not as much, but I love 6. But yeah, 4 was my favorite Scream sequel. I thought it was really good. And then DVA says, it's pretty much in my wheelhouse. So, Trev, before I show off anything, you got anything you want to show off? Or
Yeah, I got a few things. I don't know.
I just been sitting here yammering and
a few things I picked up this week.
all right, hold on. Let me. There we go.
This was pretty good. I believe it might be the first book with both of them starring in the same book, which is crazy to me.
Really?
I saw that
I saw that by LCS and almost picked it up, man.
We got Redcoat.
Nice.
Still grabbing those, all the different covers of Redcoat. Devour. I loved Hyde Street, the whole premise behind Hyde Street.
See, I need to get into the Hyde Street and read those because they look like they'd be pretty interesting.
Mm-hmm. It's a street that if you're evil, if you've done bad in your life, you get stuck on the street if you don't repent, basically.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Got the multiverses.
Now, what is that? Because I've seen y'all show those. What is it, like a multiverse collision?
Yeah, it's just a crossover between all the Warner Brothers and DC characters. It's a video game, kind of like Super Smash Brothers.
Okay, gotcha.
But it's called Multiverses Collision something is the game.
Okay.
Found this for 50 cents.
Oh, that is beautiful.
1 in 50 version of What If Donald Duck Became Thor.
That is cool.
And then today I picked up some 50 cent, or these are actually half off. We got Challengers of Fantastic. I hadn't seen this amalgam before.
I've heard of it, but I've never had it either.
I thought
I
that was
like
pretty
that.
cool.
Is that challenge? What that's a cross between Fantastic Four and Challengers of the Unknown?
The maybe, yeah,
Okay.
yeah, I would say so. These were pretty cool. What the?
I love
You ever-
those, man. I really do. I got one
I've never
issue.
seen these,
They're funny as hell, man.
but this is the parody of Wolverine one, Wolverina. I guess that was before any thought of X-23.
Oh yeah.
And number 20, first appearance of like Porky Porker or something like that. It's like an alternate Spider Ham character.
Oh wow.
I was happy to find this first appearance of Prometheus.
Oh wow.
That's what Scotty S. Vaughn, not S. Vaughn, Shopverse made me as Prometheus for the Shopverse.
Okay. Now you're going to have to explain to me, since I don't know a lot about DC, who is Prometheus?
Prometheus, his parents were basically who are the outlaws that get in the shootout and they end up dying? Bonnie and Clyde.
Bonnie and Clyde. Okay.
His parents are basically Bonnie and Clyde, and he's raised as a criminal, and then they get killed. He finds some technology, some alien technology in a helmet. He puts it on, and basically it mimics anybody he's fighting. So he's kind of like Taskmaster, master in a way, but he's just a rich villain with technology.
And see, because when you first showed it, my first thought was Prometheus, and my first thought was Wonder Woman.
Oh yeah, right. That one makes sense.
That's pretty cool, man.
I got some other stuff, but that's the good stuff.
Okay. Well, I'll show you what I picked. I'll show y'all what I picked up. First time I've been to my LCS for a month. They actually changed the name of the store. My buddy Brandon, he was co-owner with a guy named Bo, and it was B&B Collections. But Bo moved to Mississippi. Brandon pretty much took ownership of the whole thing, and now I don't have a logo or anything. But it's called Bonesy Jonesy's Comics and Collectibles. Hey, Vogs.
Hey, I'm at work. We're slow, but go ahead and talk about what you're talking about, and then I'll tell you what I picked up.
All right, I'm just going to show off what I picked up. If you want to go ahead and tell us while you got time.
So, what I picked up, and I'll send you guys pictures later, is I went to my LCS, picked up I couldn't make New Comic Book Day, but the day after New Comic Book Day, I picked up the 1 in 10 Jenny Frison Red Sonja.
Oh,
I was really happy with that. I also picked up the new Spider-Man because we all know the cover is funny with the black cat and him creeping. I picked that up, and then I decided to treat myself to a Funko. I bought the Batman 85th anniversary Funko, and you can see on the side of his mouth it shows blood. So it's a really cool Funko. And then 2 days before then, I went to the LCS. I love this store. It's called Rebel Base Comics and Toys. It's 15 minutes from me. And I got Transformers 1, I don't know what printing. Never got one when it came out because I work mainly on Wednesdays, so Wednesdays, so I don't get to go to New Comic Book Day. And then I picked up the blank for that. I want to get a sketch done. It doesn't have to be Daniel Warren Johnson. I'm going to try and find a local artist. Hey, Brian. And then, or some artist at Heroes. And then I picked up Jenny Frison Harley Quinn cover. I loved what I mainly do there is if I do get the new books occasionally if I can make it the day after, but what I mainly do is I go bin diving there.
Hey, that's cool, man. I wish I would have picked up. See, I cut ASM around issue 40, but I seen that that cover you're talking about with Black
It's
Cat and Mary
so
Jane.
great.
And I went, man, I should have ordered that. I had a
Uh,
chance to
you
order it on
you know
FOC, and I didn't.
you know what's kicking me? Um, I and I'm happy Trev picked it up because I know Trev has good taste. You do too, Tony. I'm so dumb. I should have picked up the Swamp Thing and Poison Ivy. I didn't. I was like,
Well,
it'll be fine. But
I have a feeling I'm gonna regret it because, like Trev said, that is a beautiful cover. That is a really awesome cover.
it is.
Yeah, Clayton Crane doesn't do regular covers. I guess he's just now, maybe he's running out of work or something, and he's starting to do direct covers because all his shit's usually exclusives.
I'm gonna take a minute to say hello to Rich. How you doing, brother? And to say hi to Mr. Brian LCS, who will be having his, like I said, CBC Awards show, 9 p.m. Eastern tonight. All the winners will be revealed.
Come on, E-Man.
And see, I'm gonna go through the chat before I show off. DVH says I got it on FOC, but I wish I'd ordered the Hughes as a 9.8 pre-order. It speaks to me. DVH, I want to know if you saw the FOC for Power Girl, and I don't remember the cover, but there was a very detailed Power Girl cover for FOC this week, and that shirt has never been tighter. That's all I'm going to say. But
I gotta look at it now.
I was going to say I might be able to bring up my my FOC, and because like I said, I keep saying I'm going to not buy as many variant covers, and then they come up with,
Oh yeah,
Which covers?
it's like it's
hold on.
painted on.
Yeah, I mean, okay, here it is. Let's see if
Diago
I
da
can
Silva.
bring up yeah. Here's the cover.
Oh, that's gorgeous.
That's good.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure DVH is probably going to pre-order this in a 9.8.
Oh, I guarantee it. You know what's so funny, Tony?
What's that?
I actually got some cool free Green Lantern old, like 20, 30 old like comics. I don't remember how much sense they are, and then a Fantastic Four. One of them is the first appearance of Black Hand.
Oh, cool.
My friend's dad gave me or my dad's friend gave me for early for my birthday gift a few weeks ago. So
That's cool. I'm gonna take a minute and say hi to Kenneth Bird. How you doing?
Birdman.
And DVH says, yeah, it's in my cart as well.
Oh my god! Of
All
course.
right, so I'm going to show you my nice little stack. I will say full disclosure, I have not been reading my books like I should be reading, so I'm a month behind. Now, the first thing I got, special shout out to Scotty Vaughn because he sent this to me, and the week it came out, I didn't even know it was coming out. And so since he showed it to me, I got a hold of my LCS, and they ordered me a copy, and I had to get two. And this is for Def Leppard's Hysteria.
Ooh.
Apparently, this is a number 0, and it's they're doing some kind of graphic novel that's fixing to come out soon. And I guess this is like a prelude. But I ordered two. I ordered one from my buddy Tim. He is definitely a bigger Def Leppard fan than me.
Are they writing it?
Phil Collin, the guitarist, is working on it. It says Campbell. I don't know if that's Vivian Campbell or a different Campbell, but I know Phil Collin, the guitarist of the band, is doing it.
That's dope.
So next up, I still need to read issue 15, but I've got the new issue of Conan.
Nice.
Great Conan.
And I reached out to my LCS because I've got issue 3 of Nightclub 2, but I looked and realized I did not pick up an issue 2. So I might get an issue 2 of that.
Hey, Trev, I've got to hit you up after this. I have a question, but it's nothing crazy important. I'll ask you later.
And we all know how much I love Kanto, so I got issue 5 of A Place Like Home.
Nice.
Now, this is new. This is new. I don't know what it's about. It's just I know that the creators of Kanto did it, but it's called Defeating. So
Huh.
I don't know anything except according to what I read, said something about I guess it's some kind of painting that feeds off the owners or something. I don't know. Looking forward to reading this. This might be the only spooky book, really spooky book I got. But like I said, it was done by the creators of Kanto, and that was the reason why I ordered it. Of course, I got the new issue of Gunslinger. I got the new issue of Scorched. Can you hear me, Trev?
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, it got really quiet. New issue of Spawn. Like I said, I'm real behind. Got the new Destro, the last issue of Destro. Got the last issue of Scarlet. Looking forward to reading those. Got the new issue of Void Rivals. I cannot think of that girl's name, but I know she was it Pythona?
I
She was
stopped
from the
reading Void Rivals.
she is, if I'm not mistaken, that's Pythona from Cobra Law, and she was in the G.I. Joe animated film from the 80s. And I got this really awesome cover A of Transformers with Starscream because it's my boy. Got the red band Wolverine.
Ooh, that's a good cover. I like that one.
Oh yeah.
I don't know how I feel about him being evil.
Yeah. I've only read. I was gonna say I've only. Oh yeah. Well, I'm actually that doesn't surprise me because I know I'm used to him turning, like he kind of went crazy during Age of Apocalypse and went bad, and
Yeah, that's
he
true.
joined Magneto after his sister died during Fatal Attraction. So I guess it really didn't surprise me. Got a facsimile reprint.
Damn, they did a reprint of that? Wow.
Yeah. It almost slipped under my radar the week it was coming out. I reached to Brandon. I said, dude, if you have any extra copies, throw one in my file. And he said, I got you. And I went, cool. I got the Nice House by the Sea, #4. I'm finishing up. And from DC, I got 2 DC books. I got the Death in the Family, Robin Lives, #4, the last issue. This has been really, honestly, as much as I always wondered what it would be like if Jason lived, maybe in my own way, this has not really been what I thought it would be. But I think after so long, you have your own ideas of what should have happened. And,
Uh-huh.
and then, of course, I'm going to end it with some Foily Crisis.
Yes.
That's pretty cool. So right now, as it stands on my Foily Crisis, I guess I need 8 through 12 to have the set of foils. And then on Secret Wars, I need the last 2. But I'm not going to show all these because I got the video coming out on Monday, hopefully Monday. But I'm going to show three books from a very nice prize tag that Chris the Comic Vic did last week on Only Slabs. He won one of the giveaways for Only Slabs, and he prize tagged me. So I'm just going to show you 3 books from that group that I won. And this is Inhumans issue 11, first appearance of Korath.
Nice.
And this is volume 2 of the Silver Surfer. I don't think there's any key significance. Don't care, but that is a really nice cover.
Hell yeah.
That cover looks crazy.
And the book that almost made me have a stroke when Rob showed this, oh my God, I about had a stroke. This is a facsimile, but it was Amazing Spider-Man 300.
Oh, man. That's gorgeous.
He whipped that 300 out, and I was like, oh my God. And I went, and then I did the Digger Jim. It's a reprint.
Oh, it's a reprint.
But it's cool. And I have that. I already had that version of the reprint and a foil. And then I'm just going to throw that in the box. I'll keep it. I don't care. But I was sitting there thinking, okay, I've got 4 different versions of the reprint because I got that foil or chrome cover I've been showing off that came out in 98 or something. But that's cool. But that's all I've got as far as stuff that I picked up.
Nice.
And guys, that y'all got anything y'all want to talk about or I mean,
Um,
I just kind of flying by the rails. Like I said, next week I won't be doing a live show because right around 7 o'clock I'll be with Mike and Trev doing Dragonlance, the walkthrough
that's
of
gonna be
Twisted Twin.
awesome.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I'm
I
looking
watched
forward
the
to
show,
that.
just finished watching it today. It's only 6 episodes. If you don't mind the whole CGI animation, it looks almost like a spliced together cutscenes from a game. But it just came out, 6 episodes, called Gundam Requiem of Vengeance. And it's
So
basically
they're still making Gundam.
yeah, it's kind of like a different aspect though. It's the independent what are they, federations that are fighting the main federation, you know, and it's from their
Yeah.
point of view. So they have mech suits, but they're not Gundams. And the first Gundam shows up, and he kind of acts like Godzilla
Oh wow.
Okay.
because he's just badass. He just lays waste to everything, and everybody's just running around, you know, trying to figure out how to defeat this thing. And it's a pretty
What's
cool
it on,
concept.
Trev?
It's on
What-
Netflix,
Oh, I'll have to watch it. I have Netflix.
but it was a pretty cool concept. It was just
Oh,
these
dude, I've
random freedom
Gundam
fighters
models.
trying to
Dude,
fight,
I love
you know,
Gundams.
trying to fight
Sounds
the
to me
big
like I
bad.
need to get my Netflix back because there's a lot of stuff that's been coming out on Netflix.
I'm so behind on streaming stuff. Like, I just got it for my TV. My parents have it in theirs, and they just gave it to me. So, yeah, let's just say I am super far behind everyone on everything on the face of the earth.
Well, can't be too far behind. I mean, like I said, I finally watched Deadpool and Wolverine yesterday, so I mean,
So, what do you think?
oh, I loved it, dude. I watched it yesterday and I watched it today again too. I loved it.
Oh, yeah. I'm so dumb. I passed on a Kidpool Funko a few months ago, and I was like, "Oh, I'll get it another time." No, never saw it again. I was so pissed.
I I didn't mention it earlier, but during the whole intro where he's doing the NSYNC dance and everything and killing everybody with Wolverine's dead corpse, that part where he put the claws on,
Yep.
I was like, holy crap.
It
Right?
makes me think, what did I like the intro better in, 1 or 3? Because
Ooh,
1 was cool because he was counting how many bullets he had left or whatever, and then number 3, I think 3 beats the 1 intro just because he's throwing the skeleton and then he's using the skeleton as a weapon. Like,
yeah.
dude, come on.
Yeah, because at first I wouldn't pay attention. I looked at my wife and said, is he using Wolverine's corpse as a
Yep.
weapon? And
Yep.
she went, yeah. And I went, okay.
Dude, one of my favorite scenes. I love the fight scene in the minivan.
Oh, yeah.
And he's like, makes him bleed. He's like,
Yeah.
I was kind of annoyed with Nice Pool, the one with the long hair. Oh my god, he was
Oh,
so
yeah.
annoying.
Yeah, I was actually happy he died.
Yeah, oh, I think we all were. I like the one where they jump out of the bus
Yeah.
and then he just falls and he's like, dang it, people are gonna remember I didn't stick that landing.
Something I didn't know until I read the credits was the Cowboy Deadpool. I didn't know that was Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah,
Right?
there's I'm trying to think.
I was like, wow. Because I was looking at the credits. It had his name. I stopped. Wait, what?
Yeah.
Okay. And of course, the second time I watched it, when it got to that point when he was talking about, yeah, that how can you not realize that was Matthew McConaughey?
Yeah. Um yeah, I need to see. I'll probably watch it again eventually. What's funny is I've never seen the second one.
Okay, well, when you was talking about the intros, I was going to say the second one, the intro with him going around and they're playing Dolly Parton. I like that too.
Mm.
So I mean, but yeah,
Yeah, all of them.
when he was going around to all the different Wolverines, and I was
Oh
like,
yeah. Oh
I know I was boring my wife because I was like, okay, Age of Apocalypse, Patch, Uncanny 251. Oh wow, the Hulk 341 or 340 cover. I know I was boring her.
I like the one where he turns around to Hulk and he says, "I'm Marvel Jesus, you big dummy."
Yeah, that reminded me of Loki in
Yeah.
Avengers.
Oh yeah.
You know what?
Yep.
You know, I also like the one where it's God, what was the one
How you
that
doing, the
killed?
mad respect?
Oh, jeez, what was the one? The Cavalry was
Yeah,
funny. I
I
like the
was.
one where he's on the X cross.
Yeah,
That's
uh,
251. He's saying. Yeah.
yeah. Now, when you mentioned the Calvarine, I was like, oh my god, okay, because I truly believe that I don't know if they could find anybody to replace Hugh, but when I seen that part, I went, that's their replacement. That's just my opinion, but I was like, that's their replacement.
He's too big. I don't know.
Oh.
We need
And oh yeah,
somebody shorter. The stupid
I,
short Wolverine kind of pissed me off.
well, I was gonna
Cause
say I
he,
kind of laugh at that. Yeah, it's so-called comic accurate Wolverine.
yeah, comic accurate. Dude was like 4'11",
Yeah,
or like there's no way he was what 5'3", 5'4". The freaking
nah.
bar was like up to here.
And I was gonna say, and I'd heard a rumor that people wanted them to get Danny DeVito to play the
Yeah.
comic accurate Wolverine. But yeah, that was
Oh
something
my
else,
gosh.
man. Man, because I could sit here and talk about that movie all night, probably. Just do like a dissection. I was kind of curious as to, he saved Vanessa only for this movie to start, and they're separated. I was like, what the hell?
Yeah, that was that was definite twist. I wouldn't expect that for sure.
Well, let's take a minute and say hey to Rich. How you doing, brother?
Rich.
What's up, guys? You know what? I can't believe I can't get a video on my phone, man.
Ruh-roh.
Terrible.
That's weird.
I never tried it on my phone.
I'm still trying to get Rich and Tony on my live eventually. Oh,
You got to send the invite, man. Let me know what time.
hell yeah, dude. But I'm trying to think what was another funny scene in that movie. Oh,
Oh, you know what? I got to take a minute. My wife actually commented. She says, I still say that the movie was weird.
Anyway, I've got to go. I'll talk to you guys later.
Hey, man, I'm glad you
Yeah.
hopped on. Take it easy, brother.
Have a good
See you,
one.
Bucks.
See you guys.
My wife tolerates my weird sense of comedy.
What movie were you talking about?
Deadpool Wolverine. I finally got to watch it yesterday.
Yeah, I watched it a couple times already. It's awesome.
Oh yeah.
And I'm real curious if they're gonna do down the line a tie-in with Deadpool and Death. That would be hilarious.
Oh yeah.
Mm.
Since he
I'm
looks like
surprised they just scrubbed her from the whole Thanos story.
Yeah, that was weird.
yeah, it was kind of weird, but they might have just done it just to have her team up with Deadpool at some point and have her run around chasing her like a sick puppy dog.
And people around me, when the whole Infinity Saga was going on and Thanos was around, they got tired of me saying, I liked MCU Thanos. I said, but let's be honest, he didn't do what he did for some noble purpose of balancing everything. I said he did that to impress a chick.
Yep.
Mm.
I guess they kind of did that to make him more relatable to the common audience goer.
But I still say that my biggest grievance is I think they missed, or they dropped the ball when they should have had Adam Warlock.
Yeah,
I agree. He should have been part of that.
Yeah.
Well, they teased him like way up early, didn't they? It
Yeah.
was like one of the first movies they did a little post-credit tease on him. It just never came to fruition when it should have.
Yeah, because any of us that read the comic know that he was an integral part of the storyline.
Yeah, him and Nebula are really the main two that beat him.
Yeah. Yeah, I love, in the comic where Silver Surfer is making that mad rush. I guess I actually wouldn't mind seeing Surfer either, but
yeah, and Surfer was the one that crashed through Doctor Strange's mansion, not Hulk.
Exactly.
Oh yeah,
that's true.
I didn't even think about that.
Yep.
But it was accurate, just not the accurate character.
No.
That's a Fox character.
Yeah, and my wife said that Walt Disney is definitely spinning his grave over that one. We talked about that. I said, yeah, he might be spinning his grave, but Disney bought Marvel, so they brought it on themselves.
You want to know what's crazy is in the interview they were talking about they had to like send them the scripts and like every time they revised something they had to send it to the executives. They never said no to anything.
Yeah, I heard that too.
Yeah.
Like even they had some lines with they had to read to Kevin Feige, and he laughed when he read them. They're like, "Oh,
Yeah.
good, we can keep it." So
That's crazy.
The Mad Respect says calling the yellow and blues the LA Rams uniform was my LOL moment.
Damn it! Don't say that. I won't be able to. I won't be able to see it then. Won't be able to not see it.
I did kind of laugh when they said that. And the fact that they kept talking about a Honda Odyssey, and I kept laughing about it. And then today when I watched it, I realized, wait a minute, my wife used to own a Honda Odyssey.
yeah,
But it wasn't like that when it didn't have the glass roof. I mean, she had like a small sunroof.
so my son went to see it like the day it came out with a bunch of his friends, and the father drove them and stayed with them, and then took them all home. And guess what he was driving?
Yes, hon, it's not. Yes, sweetheart, it's not a Disney movie. It's a Marvel movie.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was. I don't know if it was per se a Disney movie, but they did a collab on it
Yeah.
because
Well,
there's
I mean,
a lot of non Fox stuff in there.
yeah, I love the stuff with all the the things about Kevin Feige, no cocaine, and yeah, and the whole. Well, what was it he said? He said pagans. I'm not a stranger to pagan, but something about Disney, something like that. He brought up Disney. I thought that was funny.
They get to the damn TVA, and I'm like, "Where's Owen Wilson at? Damn it!"
Yeah, I thought we would have saw a cameo at least.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Get your special sock, nerds. Yeah, I mean that movie's going to have a lot of quotable things that probably a lot of us will be quoting. But
And just like everybody, I'm just curious, where do they go from here?
Oh yeah. Of course, for me being a big fan, I'm going to play this, and this will. I have a bunch of little clips I made, and I'm going to play this one just because. Oh my lord, I just loved it.
You know how long I've been waiting for this? Woo, I'm about to make a name for myself here.
Loved it.
That might be the most quotable in the whole movie, right there. The
And
amount of memes you saw after that shit.
Yeah, and the actress that played X-23,
Oh my god,
Daphne
yeah.
Keene, she
Yeah.
said that every time that Channing Tatum spoke, they had to cut because she couldn't keep a straight face because she was laughing so hard. They had to like film it separately.
Oh wow. I was gonna say, and like I said, all the other cameos. We had Chris Evans, we had Jennifer Garner, we had Wesley Snipes. Oh my
Yeah.
lord, man, that part where he said, "It's only been one blade, only ever gonna be one blade," and I was like, "Oh, this is foreshadowing."
Yeah.
Yeah, right.
But I mean, it's just. I know there was a lot of fan service, but damn it, I loved it. I loved all of it.
Yeah, they could easily do an old man Blade.
Yeah,
They should.
and I will get on my little nerd box a little bit. The part where Pyro snuffed out Johnny's flame, I was like, he couldn't do that in the comics.
Yeah, that was interesting.
I was like, Johnny would have went supernova on his ass.
Yeah, isn't Johnny Storm like Iceman? Is he like that level?
Yeah, I mean, wasn't there an event in the Fantastic Four comics where he like went nova or something and almost burnt New York?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then like I said, in the end credits to hear him, that little missing clip where you hear him talk about Cassandra Nova and the thing, and I was like, whoa, I never even heard him talk like that when he was in the Fantastic Four movies.
Reminded me whenever he was in Oh, what's that? Never mind. I'm trying to think of
Mad
that movie he was
respect.
in.
I hope they don't neuter Deadpool. I hope they keep him just the way he is.
Yeah, I don't think they're gonna tame him down. I mean, even if they tame him down, they gotta like make it minimal so it could like get a PG-13. You know, all you gotta do is eliminate a bunch of F-bombs.
Oh yeah. Now I will say this: like, I don't know what people's take on Tyler Mane is on being Sabretooth, but I just love the actor Tyler Mane. I loved him when he played Michael in the Rob Zombie Halloween movies. Didn't particularly care for the Halloween 2 movie itself, but I liked him, and I always liked him when he played Sabretooth in the first X-Men movie. So when I seen him, I went, "Oh man, this is gonna be so cool!" And I went, "Wait a minute, that was quick."
Yeah, but even in the first X-Men movie, there wasn't a ton of acting by him. You know, it was more wearing
No,
the costume.
no, like I said, in Deadpool and Wolverine, when he the very few lines he had, I went, "Oh, he talked."
Yeah, that first X-Men movie, you didn't want him to talk very much because the lines in that movie were not good.
Yeah.
Yeah, he did. He did actually did talk. I forgot. He told Scream. He told what was it? He told Storm to scream for him or something.
Mm-hmm.
I forgot he did talk. But I want to
Yeah,
show
that
another.
was a few of those fights were like just a little too quick for me. I would kind of wish there would have been a little bit of a battle there.
I do have
Well,
one question out of all the cameos. Who was the big dude in the red and white Waldo shirt?
The Russian from the Punisher, the first Thomas Jane Punisher.
oh yeah,
Okay,
He
that's
was
thank.
right.
freaking what's his name from WWF or from
I totally
WCW?
forgot about that dude, man.
Okay,
Kevin
okay.
Nash.
I was wondering who he was because I knew Kevin Nash played that role in the Punisher movie, but I was like, I wondered if that was him, but I wasn't sure.
Yeah, it's one of
Okay.
the ones they couldn't afford. They couldn't afford Vinnie Jones. They couldn't afford Kevin Nash, and they couldn't afford. There's one other person that they had to replace.
Well, I knew the Lady Deathstrike looked different.
But they didn't really show her good anyway.
No,
So
she
No, they
was
didn't.
that was her.
Oh, was that Kelly?
Kelly Wu or whatever.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was her.
Okay.
And Toad was Ray Park. They
Yeah.
still got him. They got Pyro.
yeah,
See, when I think,
Pyro wasn't even recognizable. It took me a minute with him, man.
oh yeah.
He aged, man.
Oh yeah.
Well, I was gonna say when you was talking about Kelly, the first movie I ever remember seeing her in, I think her first movie was Friday 13th Part 8. Jason Takes Manhattan. She was the little
Hey.
Asian girl that got killed in the ballroom.
Huh.
Who was I mean, who was the thing when you're watching that movie that and she had, I mean, she's had a pretty good career. So, but guys, y'all got anything y'all want to talk about? Or I know Trev what was it? Brian goes on in what, about an hour? Something
Yeah, a
like
little
that.
over
Oh,
there.
that's right. That's right. That's tonight. I almost forgot.
Yeah,
Jeez.
yeah. We get to see if you guys get to bring home some awards because Rich is
I,
nominated as well.
I can't wait to see what Will does being the co-host.
Oh, there's a co-host.
Yeah, a couple comics is co-hosting this
Oh,
year.
is he? That's cool. Yeah, last year was Circumstances.
Mm-hmm.
Man, I was kind of hoping we'd see a pimp named Slaughter again.
Hopefully he'll still make an appearance. I'm still
I
hoping.
hope so. I really do. Well, guys, I'm just going to take a minute and we'll go around the horn. I know, Rich, nobody can see you, but you got anything coming up?
No, man, nothing special. You know, cleaning and pressing stuff. I had a 17 book submission I sent into CGC, but that's probably going to be 3 weeks from now until I get those back. But you know,
A
just
big order.
cleaning and pressing videos. That's it, man. That's all I got.
All right,
Some
cool.
big books in there, or
No, not really, man. Because I did the modern tier of their anniversary special, so it was mostly modern stuff. I got like Nova #1, Dazzler #1. Nothing huge, but you know, cool stuff.
nice.
Cool. Well, Trev, what you got coming up? I know you got a show tomorrow night.
Yeah, I just do live streams. I don't really make content anymore. Just hang out with Mike on Sunday nights at 9, and then Wednesdays 3 to 5 Central Time. Just an open panel, hanging out with people, and anybody welcome to come on and chill.
I always catch you at the tail end of your Wednesday show because see, I don't get home from work till 4 p.m. Central my time. So if you're on, I'll just watch it and comment because I don't have time to set everything up. But yeah, I'd love to. If I'm ever off on a Wednesday, maybe I can catch your live stream. I may not have nothing to show off, but DV8
always
says we
welcome
won't
on.
win this year. Badger has spoken and says we won't win. She was right last year, so I agree. We'll find out. But Rich, when the show ends, don't disappear real quick because I want to show you something that I'm not showing on screen. It was part of that Only Slabs giveaway. I want to see what
Okay.
you think about it.
All right.
But for me, like I said, okay, Monday, hopefully, I will be dropping a video for Only Slabs because I was prize tagged in a win thanks to Chris the Comic Vet. And some really awesome books. And it says, Mad Respect says he hopes Las Cruces wins the Blue Wrench. I know Tina's up for that too, right?
Yep, my girl Tina.
And
She lost a bunch of her big channels like Reggie and Pops, like those 20 to 50,000 people channels quit. So I doubt she'll win.
Well, I mean, I wish her the best of luck. Now, like I said, next week. Okay, now I was supposed to have a comic spotlight out this week, but I got busy. Hopefully, it'll drop this next Friday or Saturday. It's going to be a Lobo Convention special. And I haven't read a lot of Lobo books, but damn it, I love that book. I don't know why I love that book so much, but it's just so damn funny.
Mm-hmm.
Him going to Earth to a Comic-Con to get a copy of Superman 75. I just think it's hilarious as hell. But next Saturday, like I said, I will not be doing a live show because me and Trev is going to be a part of, and I'm trying to stall so I can bring the pictures back up. We're going to be a part of Mike's Equestria Quinn, a read-along discussion on the Dragonlance Chronicles. I believe he has it set tentatively to start at 7 Central, 8 Eastern, and 6 Mountain Time. And another thing that's not comic related or not at all is tomorrow night I'm going to, tomorrow night I'm going to be in Little Rock with my brother Jeremy and my cousin Cody, and we're going to go see Creed. So
oh wow!
I got a free
That'll be
ticket,
fine,
so I'm
dude.
gonna go. I hope so. It's been a while since I've been to a concert. I think the last one I went to was in 2019. It was the end of the road tour. Oh, actually, scratch that. No, I went and seen Alabama a couple of years ago in Jonesboro.
Yeah, they
But
toured by me in New Jersey a few months ago, man, but I didn't know about it until like the day of. I was like, damn.
I know a lot of people think it's popular to hate on Creed. I don't care. I love Creed.
I did too.
I went and seen them in the 90s. It's either 97 or 90. I want to say it was 98. The album My Own Prison had just been out for a month. Nobody really knew who the hell they were, and they played a little club in Memphis called the 616. And I freaking loved them. No pyros, no BS, just them on the stage playing, and I freaking loved it.
That's cool.
Oh man,
So, I mean,
that's awesome.
So I'm looking forward to that. And yep, and my wife says she's got the house to herself. She'll do like me. She'll just sit at home and watch movies. That's all. Whenever she goes out of town to go visit family or whatever, and I always joke about, oh, I got the house to myself. But we all know I just sit at home and either watch YouTube videos or watch movies. And at the time, my daughter's cat was here, so that was about it. But that's all I've got. I want to thank Vox for coming on earlier. I want to thank Rich for hanging out. I want to thank Trev. Guys, y'all know y'all are invited anytime I do a live show. Just let me know, and I'll send you a link. And we're going to get on out of here, everybody. Don't forget, in about an hour, over on Brian LCS's channel, we've got the 2024 CBC Awards. So until next time, everyone, I want y'all to be safe, take care, God bless. And I know Brian uses this exit a lot, but I'm going to do it for me this time. This is a Deadpool ending, so we'll see y'all next time.
You're still here. It's over. Go home. Oh, you're expecting a teaser for Deadpool 2. Well, we don't have that kind of money. What are you expecting? Sam Jackson show up with an eye patch and a saucy little leather number. Go, go.